Hi, so this is today's poem a day, which is, the prompt was diaphanous, which is sort of like a translucent sheer materials, being able to see through something, or like a fine line between something. And I've rejigged a poem which was about Einthoven's triangle, which you don't need to understand, but it basically measures the cardiac axis in the heart. And early scientists used to use poor little froggies to test some of those electrical circuits. Einthoven's triangle is a musical instrument played with a frog's leg. When the frog says, "Excusez-moi," but the scientist refuses to take its legs out of the bucket. And whilst we're thinking of imaginary shapes, why settle for a triangle? Why not a square, pentagon, or dodecahedron? Whichever way you look at it, the beating heart is in the centre, and normality lies between -30 and +90 degrees, slightly to the left. The heartbeat breaks when we're left thinking of imaginary shapes. We've all seen the swingometer on election night, too far to the right, and that can mean a hypertrophic right ventricle or pulmonary hypertension. And we're already under enough pressure to catch our breath as the gate creaks as it swings open and closed with the wind. Deviation too far to the left can mean a fascicular block, which used to mean the publication of discrete booklets like Emily Dickinson's mini poetry pamphlets bound together with kitchen string, but nowadays means a YouTube short or a video on TikTok. We could call Lead 1 an introduction to heartbreak and ask the great conductor to lead us in a song all but Paul Kermit could dance along with. Lead 2 would be the bit where you just start to get over him and he texts you out of the blue. And Lead 3, that's the final act, like ventricular tachycardia, when your heart is racing for someone new, approaching at exactly the right angle, which is slightly to the left. The frog was never too concerned with its axis until made famous by a textbook, and it wondered which way its electricity was beaming. Looks can be deceiving. He only has 3 chambers, so the scientist was off to a wrong start. Should have captured a bird instead. But more importantly, could anybody explain what this means? Or will we only find out when there's a change of polarity, like when it snows in the desert? Treading this diaphanous line between what is wrong and what feels right. Croak, chirp, ribbit. Thanks for listening.